late. It's 8:30.
It's nearly there.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
And welcome to Chinwag number 108.
I think so. 108, yeah.
Chinwag number 108. Thank you, everybody, joining us.
Yeah. I'm going to have to move this camera because we're a little bit off.
Oh, okay.
I'm just checking us out.
All right, there we go. Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's better. That is better.
Okay.
So welcome to the chat. Already got a few people in there, and yeah, we're on time today. We are dead on time.
Just about.
8:30 start.
Yeah.
We've been prepared. It was just we decided we'd make an effort to be on time and not be late. It's silly to be late, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully the sound from the heater isn't too bad.
Yeah.
If
I
it is,
refuse to switch it off. Okay.
Yeah. That's why her hair's blowing. Like
switched off.
Yeah. That's why your hair's blowing.
Yeah. If I have to sit out here, I'm having the heater on.
Yeah, it's really cold.
Oh, man.
What's the message? Let's have
I
a look.
don't know.
Oh, okay. Just I was after a few bits. For a time, it's like, yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not doing. Yeah, I'm not.
Anyway, we're not in tomorrow anyway, so.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just-
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
not
not
gonna
going in there.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
Yes.
thank you for joining us. I've had a bit of like an empty start today. Like let's say a few
What do you
hellos.
mean?
I don't even know what I'm thinking right now. I don't even know what the chat's going to be about or anything.
Okay.
Well, I know we've got a title, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. What are you talking about?
What's the title? What sold on eBay? That's it. We're
Yeah.
going to do our sales video.
Yeah.
And
Not
I'm going to do.
Not like a massive sales video because
Yeah.
a lot of it was RC anyway, so
Yeah.
we're only going to show a
And,
few bits.
and also, we're going to do like a
And
little
We're
haul.
going to show a little bit of
Tiny haul. This was some stuff that I was meant to show on the Thrift Battle show.
Yeah.
Which was meant to be on Steve Rakin's channel, on Rakin Profits channel, but unfortunately it was cancelled due to my opponent having internet issues.
Yes.
Personally, I think he just got scared. probably heard on the great.
You can't say that.
No, I'm just putting it out there. It's pretty,
No.
I'm putting it out there.
That's just a bit mean.
He probably got scared. He probably saw
No.
like what was going. He thought, wait, what am I doing? He probably thought, what am I doing? Why am I?
No.
He probably thought that.
That was a
And
bit
I
mean.
can understand that.
Maybe he felt like you needed more some
No,
more
no,
time.
no.
Maybe he was just like, I'm gonna
No,
do him
no.
a favour. I'm gonna give him a little bit more time.
I don't think so.
So I'm gonna say I've got internet issues.
No.
And really just give him a little
I
bit more
think
time.
he had internet issues because he was scared. I respect that though, because you don't want to thrift.
So you wanna go ahead and share what you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna share it. Yeah, because
Okay.
because no point in keeping because I don't know when it's gonna be.
Yeah, we don't know when it's
yeah.
gonna be scheduled for. So
Yeah.
it's
Exactly. Right. Your hair looks like Mr. Bean's tonight. Yeah, you know what happened? I had a shower and then I just
Did nothing.
did
with
nothing, and then
Yeah.
it's not good, is it? It's really bad. I should have worn a cap or something. But I'm at the point now where it's such a mess anyway. It doesn't matter. I've got to. It is pretty bad. It looks kind of like a monk's haircut or something almost. I don't know. How's the RC haul sorting going? Says this is personal skits. Yeah, not great. Been quite busy today. I had to call HMRC, which is always a bit like. So I had to sort that out. And then had a bunch of other stuff. I did actually get some photos taken though. We'll say a few hellos quickly because we haven't done that. Jason was in the chat. Stu, Southwest Sellers, Paul Calvert. Ryan obviously is in there as well, which is nice of you, Ryan, to pop in. Starly says hi.
Hello.
Diane, I'm the legend, who is Ash. Panzer 1511. Jason says hi to Zaheer, Becca, and Alfie.
He is around.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Alfie's
I think
around.
he's
Yeah.
gone back to bed, actually.
Lincoln Seller, Laura Eccleston, Carla's in the chat as well. Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Karen Sells Clothes says hi as well. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Donna, Catherine, Maryland's, Claire Riley, Diane. On time with charts. Diane, we're not going to bother doing charts now. We'll talk about sales and things, but yeah, we're not going to bother doing charts. I was going to say nice model airflow for the Bex. But yeah, Yeah, it's
Do you
the
know what?
fact.
It's just because the heater's like right
Yeah.
next to me, and I'm just like, no, I need to have some,
Yeah, Z
Some
looks like you have curled your fringe.
It does a little actually.
Z shaved. It doesn't look right, says Diane. I had to. Do you know what it was? Right, I thought we were gonna get KFC tonight, and I don't like eating.
And I come out of work in a bit of a
Yeah,
strough,
I don't like eating
I?
chicken. Especially when you're eating chicken, you bite into it. You don't want to feel that kind of grease and stuff in. You don't want it. I don't
love
like
your reasons for shaving, not because like I would like it if you.
I don't care about that, do
Yeah,
I? I mean,
exactly. No, you're just like, no, I don't
No,
care. It's because if I want to eat chicken, I don't want it in my beard.
There's certain situations where I will shave, and that tends to be when it becomes too much to eat a burger, and then I'll shave because I don't like eating, especially if you're eating like a big tasty or something. You need to be clean shaven for that, really. I'm not doing all that kind of rubbish that they teach you on YouTube. They just go on YouTube.
I love the fact that you've
yeah.
even researched how to eat a burger with a beard.
Thing is, I would like a beard. I would like a beard, but the cost of having the beard is not. It's just too high. It's too big a price to pay, I think. And like the guy was on YouTube showing, you have to cut the burger out into quarters, and then you do that to your moustache, and then no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's not happening, is it?
Yeah, so I shaved because I thought we were gonna get KFC. You came out of work.
In a strop, so I was like, he was like, oh, should we go and get some takeaway? I was like, nope, we're going home.
And that was it.
And that was it.
So no KFC for me, guys. Yeah. You do not challenge the Malik to a sell-off, says Ryan. Z scared the enemy off. Oh gosh.
Oh dear. Yeah.
It was one of those
Why'd
things.
you have to put that out there? You didn't.
What?
I'm sure it was because of his internet issues.
Nah, it wasn't. He pretty saw who he was up against. He was like pretty heard on the grapevine, you know.
No, whatever.
Ryan says, question for
Whatever.
Bex: Z shaven or not? What floats your RC boat? Pun intended. The most.
I don't know actually, because like right now you kind of look a bit baby faced, so I do like a little bit of stubble.
Look, yeah, you like the like the day after stubble, and that's it, and then it becomes too stubbly for you. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I prefer.
Z looks like the lost band member of Oasis, says BCP. I love the chart, says Karen. Yeah, I don't know. We've done them for ages. Fancy doing something new. We'll talk about sales.
We keep threatening that we're not going to do them, and then we do them, and then we don't do them.
No, we'll talk about sales. Sales have not been amazing. We only did 800. We did £800 turnover, which isn't amazing. We expect to do more, especially at this time of year.
Yeah.
But then again, we don't prepare for Christmas. We just sell what we normally sell throughout the year, so we shouldn't be so surprised.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to say that. I, because we don't prepare for Christmas.
And plus, we've not been on the store as
surprised.
much as we'd like over the last few days because of all the pickups we've been doing. So yeah, but that's the situation with sales. I'll see if I feel like it. I might end up sharing. I don't like it when you guys ask me because then I feel like I've got to do it now.
Yeah.
Like it's all peer pressure. These guys in the chat, man.
You're making us do graphs.
Yeah, making us do graphs. I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
We'll see. Okay, Z's hair has just reminded me that my neighbour has still got my pudding bowl. Thank you, Stu. Looks like a wig on Z tonight, really. Oh, God. Okay, yeah. And Southwest Seller says, no graphs, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
No, by the way, it's Welsh Wonders, in case nobody knows. So, hi. Oh, okay, Starly.
Okay.
Welsh Wonders is your...
Hello.
Okay, no worries. Why did you shave in Movember, Z? I wanted to eat some chicken, says Ash. I can always send you some beard oil, says Shazad. No thanks, Shazad. I don't... Yeah, I'm okay. Phoebe, Darren wants his little curtains back up. He said, you said he's not allowed to. Ryan's obviously in a troublemaking mood in the chat this evening.
So. I think so.
Yeah. 1960s Beatle style hair. Oh gosh. I just had a double Whopper meal with onion rings, nearly £10, says Sean, because I was working. Can I claim my meal as expense? Honestly, Sean, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure there's something you can do. I know you can even claim work clothes.
Yeah.
But you've got to look into that, and you should really speak to your accountant.
Mm-hmm.
Too much hassle when you have to part the whiskers to eat the burger, says Stu. Exactly. Question for Bex: how you rate your week at work then? Says Jason. Jason then whistles.
Do you know what? It's been a rough week. I'm not going to go into it, but it's been a rough week.
Yeah. But what, you got to give a score. They're asking for a number, man.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I mean, recently it's been pretty good, and I've been quite happy. But this week's been extremely stressful. I've not been happy with a few things. So probably, I don't know. I'd be tempted to give it a 1 or a -1.
We need to get you those cards like in Strictly, so you can hold them up.
Yeah, it's not been great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not been great, but yeah.
Ryan's asking, question for Bex: can we have a reenactment of the strop walking out of work, please? Thank you.
No.
Macca says you need to get a haircut. Mate. I do need a haircut,
yeah,
Macca. You're right.
You
All right. Toying with the idea of getting an accountant, says Welsh Wonder Starley. Would you consider doing the same, or do you already? We really are looking to get an accountant. I think we could do with an accountant.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to start having a different, if you've got income coming in from more than just eBay, so if you start doing Amazon, or if you started to do a stall somewhere, or you opened a retail or anything like that, it may help. Plus they're very good at telling you how to do your taxes, and that's the whole point. So we are thinking about getting that sorted actually. Plus I always end up leaving it too late. So yeah. All right. I'm peer pressuring you into the bed with X and Z special. No, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
And Karen asks, how's the healthy eating going, Z? Guess, Karen. I've got to admit, shamefully, I don't know what it is. It's hard to eat healthy. I would love to eat healthy.
Yeah.
It's just so difficult.
No, you'd love to eat takeaway every night.
I'd love to eat takeaway every night, yeah. 65% of people don't enjoy their employed job, says Sean. Ah, okay, fair enough. Right. Watching Winter Skirmish, says Dave. Oh, that's the Fortnite tournament. Libel says, good evening. Oh my god, what happened to his hair? If there is a circle, nothingness at the back, he became a monk. Yeah, I know, it does look a very monk-like.
Yeah.
A -1 he walks out when it gets down to a 6. Lol, says right. Oh gosh, yeah, it doesn't take much for me. Had any cookies lately? Asked Marilyn. No, I haven't. This week we have mostly been eating bourbons and custard creams.
Yeah.
Stu says Beck's bad week made so much better by coming home and not being able to see the living room.
Do you know what? I've been hanging out in the kitchen. It's all of a sudden become my favourite room in the house.
Oh gosh. My accountant was not pleased this year, says Southwest Sellers. eBay, Amazon, Etsy, and a pitch in an antique centre. Exactly. The more things that you do, like Southwest Sellers there, Gary has said, the more things you do, the more sense it makes, because it just means more work for you otherwise, and you don't know how many things you can claim necessarily. Yeah, you can study the website really carefully, but if you've got a qualified accountant, it takes the stress off of it. So we're thinking about going down that path. Starley says, thank you, I've started looking around but don't want to take the plunge, as it's finding someone who understands the nature of what reseller does. You'll be surprised, Starley, a lot of accountants firms are well aware of the sole trader economy. They honestly, they're more than well aware. They've been dealing with market traders and stall holders for years, decades anyway. So they've got an idea of it, and plus, you know,
and they do deal with people.
People know about eBay and Amazon. It's not. You know.
So I wouldn't be that.
Yeah. I mean, we've actually seen a few accountant firms that even point out that they specialize and understand in it and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, she's wearing her spots again, says Dave. Nick has joined us. Hi Nick, how are you?
Hi.
And Donna says, I got an accountant straight away. She saved me a fortune even in my first year. Instead of fuel costs, I claim 70% of my BMW and servicing running costs. Totally recommend from day one. There you go. Donna's come up with a really good reason there.
And Karen says HMRC have started a YouTube channel.
Yes, they have. Yes, they put up little they put up little tips and things. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Donna says, plus she isn't independent and really cheap. Most have other online clients too, so they know what we need. Exactly. As Donna has said, it really isn't an issue. All right, so what we're going to do tonight, we've had a good chat with you guys. We will carry on, obviously, reading comments and questions out. We're going to go through a few sales because we didn't do a sales video.
Yeah, we should have done it yesterday, but ended up talking to... You guys again.
So we should have done it yesterday, we didn't. So we're going to do a few items. Only 5 items we're going to share because we don't need to go too deep into this. But we're going to do 5 items that have sold. And then we're going to share with you guys some of the items I would have shown on the thrift battle, but that got cancelled yesterday due to the opponent's internet issues. I'm sure they were internet issues. I'm just teasing, you know.
I know.
I'm just teasing.
You're just being a bit mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Let's do that. And then I may show you some boats. Karen, are you still after a petrol RC? Because I actually found a couple that look like they're good. Hey, Darren, how are you? Let me know in the chat. And I can show you what we picked up. And we'll show you guys some boats because Ryan's been asking a lot in the chat to see some boats. So we will share with you guys some boats as well. Some RC boats. Why not, hey? Why not? Yes. Missed end. So are you more inclined to get a unit or not now, says Karen. We are. We're thinking of different things at the moment.
We haven't
there's office
fully. We're still talking and discussing what we want from it. So
exactly.
We'll let you know when we've made the decision and it's happening.
Exactly. Nick says you scared of the opposition, can't handle the UK tax. I mean, they said it was internet issues. I just think they just thought, what am I doing? Right, boats, biggest one you have, please. We're not going to do the biggest one because that's just silly, and I've shown the biggest boat before. Bash some boats, let's get motorboating.
Right, okay, so we are gonna we're gonna share some sales. Come on.
And the accountants are not expensive either. Donna says mine was 220 quid for the first year. Ryan says, Sean, mine is 150 to 300 depending on how much work I give her. So there you go. It's definitely worth it. All right, let's switch over to the other screen. I'm going to do some sales. First little sale, I wanted to share this because I think I've shown this in the pickup, I'm not sure. Nothing special, is like a little HP webcam that I picked up. I got it with something else that I bought at the tip shop. I can't remember what it was. I bought a couple of items. This was thrown in. It was like a freebie basically, and I sold it for a tenner, but minus the 285 shipping fees, you're not coming away with much money there, maybe about 6 quid or something like that after all the fees. So not great, but it was just something we sold this week. Moving on, this is a nice item. This is a helicopter flybar head. So, you know, helicopter part, not much you need to know. I think I took an offer on it. It was up at 35. I think they offered us like 25 for it or something. Accepted it, job done. Move on, and next item is a Pro Boat Blackjack 9. So this is from a recent boat haul. This is a tiny weeny baby boat, only 9 inches. It's a little catamaran. Tiny weeny.
What was it?
Tiny weeny baby
boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is a
Did you put that in the title?
No, I didn't put that in the title.
No, you should have done.
Tiny weeny baby. Yeah, but if you put that in the title, then the person that bought it would think, well, I'm not buying that boat. I don't want a tiny weeny baby boat. But it's actually a very capable boat. It's a 9-inch catamaran. The smaller ones are made out of plastic bodies, whereas the bigger boats tend to be made out of fiberglass. Molded plastic body. All the electrics are there. there. The propeller shaft was there. Everything was there. Everything in good condition. I tested it out. Seems to be working absolutely fine. It would have sold for a little bit more, but I had to sell it without battery and charger because I believe the battery or the battery was faulty on this item. It wasn't keeping charge, so that was that. What?
You said molded plastic body.
Why is that funny? Molded plastic body. Why is that funny?
Adam West.
Oh, molded plastic. I don't need molded plastic. Yeah. Adam West.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pure West.
Anyway.
Okay.
I'll stop being silly now.
Moving on. This is our the controller is bigger than the boat. Yes.
I know, right?
Yeah, the controller is big. It's a tiny boat. It's still fun to you know, mini McBoatface as Marilyn's. Yeah, it is quite a funny item. Moving on to the next item, guys. We have got a Thunder Tiger muffler. You can tell sales were slower. Like I said, we did about 700-800 quid. I think it was about 800, just over 800 in the last 7 days. You can tell sales are slow because we're sharing RC sales with you.
Yeah.
We tried to share non-RC sales.
Show so much RC, but that is becoming increasingly difficult, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. The next, so this is a Thunder Tiger muffler from a Tomahawk RC. So this item is basically like the exhaust on a nitro engine car. So there we go. That's all for £28.50, which is really good.
Yeah.
Really happy to get that kind of money from it. And we're going to save the best till last. This is our best sale. And this has saved our week somewhat.
It has.
Our week would have been like a £500 odd week. But we had a lovely sale come in, which we're going to share with you now. And there is a nice boat for you guys. It's a Pro Boat Regatta 1 meter sailboat with a fiberglass hull. Unfortunately, I had to sell it for parts not working because it needs a little bit of work before it's going to be usable. It's pretty much all there though. It's pretty much all there. It's just I don't know how to get the sails working and stuff. I don't know. There's all wires everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like I wasn't gonna spend time.
And that's why it's kind of lent up against the screen and not exactly where it should be. Because it should actually be like on the boat, actual boat, and instead you just kind of perched it behind it and like, it's a boat.
Oh, exactly. So it was.
I'm still happy with that sale though.
Yeah, exactly. Very happy with it. It went. It took a bit of time, but the money we got for this was absolutely bonkers. There is the hull with the canopy on it as well. This is just crazy. And there's the keel. That's the keel, guys. See, I know what a keel is now. That's the keel.
Oh.
Yeah, so it looks like a, weird object. Very heavy that is. That is very heavy. And there's the rudder, I think. Is that the rudder?
I don't know.
I think it's the rudder.
What are you asking me for?
Yeah. So
it's your job to learn all this stuff.
So yeah, really happy with this sale.
Yeah.
To get £300 for it is crazy. Question: how much do them boats go for fully working mint used? I don't know, Ryan. I think we did really well.
I don't know.
Put it this way.
This was really good. Actually.
We have sold this for about £30 less than you can buy this brand new from certain model websites.
Yeah.
So if you go to certain model websites, you'll see this on sale for about the £330-340 mark new. So, but because we were the only ones selling this on eBay, there you go. It's actually going to a house down south that's valued at around 3 million. And I know that's just what I like to do. I like to sometimes, if I see a swanky postcode, I type that in.
And you Google it.
Yeah, okay. I do. Yeah. So it's going to a nice house. So yeah, those are the sales. So that's our best sale, £300 plus shipping. So need to get that sent out. Shazad says I did 600 plus on Amazon yesterday. Did that within my first on Amazon. It took me over a year to do that. First week on Amazon, it took me over a year to do that on eBay. Wow, interesting that you found Amazon a lot, like a little bit more difficult, or no, a lot easier than, yeah, you'll sell a lot more on Amazon. I learned today that in Germany these electric cars don't work because it's freezing and the batteries deplete in the frost. Who would have thought, says Libel. Ah, okay.
Wow.
Right. Buy a canoe for that, says John. Maybe. I don't know what canoes sell for, John, but it is not a cheap toy. You know, it is a pretty fancy little thing there. Keel stops the boat turning over, says Jason. Ah, okay, thank you. And Dave is waiting for merch kachings. I would love that. My sales have slowed down, especially eBay, says Sean. Agree with Z. Anywhere with a W1 postcode, I check it out on Street View. You just have to. A W1, I like checking out SW as well, like Southwest London, like SW3, all that kind of, you know, that kind of stuff, obviously. But yeah, right. That's the thing with boats. The Titanic only had 2 problems after colliding with the iceberg. The first was that she took on a lot of water. The second, she didn't stop taking on water. Yeah. Question for Beck's favourite sale in the last week.
The boat?
The boat. The boat. There you go.
No, the boat, it did really make our week, actually, because it's been a really
It'd been a
slow
pretty
week
bad
otherwise.
week. Yeah, we were looking at finishing on like 500 quid. So that would have been a pretty bad week. So it's always nice when you get like a juicy sale to at least make it over that £100 a day mark that we always.
And all the other stuff was like RC parts.
Yeah.
And I know this was like a boat RC, but it's like, it's a boat.
It's a boat. Yeah, it's a boat. Right. Ash says, really far behind the video, but can you make a video testing one of the RC boats on water? If I do that, which I was thinking of doing, it would be on the other channel.
Yeah.
And that reminds me, Beck is putting a vlog out of the week.
Yeah.
And
we said this yesterday.
Yeah. No, we're going to say it again today. Okay. Beck is putting a vlog out on her channel. The link for her channel is in the description box below. That's what people say. Below. You know? So,
I don't think they quite say
below.
I don't think they quite say it
Don't
like
they?
that. But yeah.
It's in the description box,
It
guys.
is.
So it would be appreciated if you go and subscribe and show Beck some support when she uploads her vlog. And you tend to do other videos. She's got a funny video where she stuck little rubber things all over her face.
It wasn't all over my face.
Well, I don't know. I saw. What? These little.
Don't start questioning my
I'm not
videos.
questioning your video.
Mister, I sit in the car and eat a blooming Twix.
No, that wasn't in the car. I ate that at home. I ate the burger in the car. There's a burger in the car.
And that makes it better, does it?
I think I've reviewed a taco as well. Burrito as well. Yeah, I review a lot of food. Yeah. What are you saying?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just,
you know.
Good.
Probably stick plastic on my face.
Yeah, you did. You just, I don't know. The boat is RC Bex. Come on, love.
I know it is. Yeah, I know.
Running RC seems more expensive than running a real car or boat, says John. Yes.
It can be an expensive hobby.
Yes, it is expensive. Yeah, it is one of those. A lot of the money in RC tends to be in upgrading.
Yeah, I think you have to really, really enjoy RC as a hobby to really get into it, because there are going to be parts that just you're going to damage. Yeah,
there are certain parts of the cars that are designed to be like sacrificial parts. You know, and that's to protect the really expensive parts. So there are certain parts on the car which will break more regularly if you're not a careful driver. But yeah, RC in general can be quite expensive. I mean, I'll show you another sale. These are the kind of sales we don't show because we don't think they're that interesting.
They're not interesting.
But this is kind of funny.
Actually. We'll show you this.
Well, this is the kind of sales we don't share that often because it just.
Yeah.
Guys, the next item I'm going to show you, please rate the excitement you feel when you see the sale,
Yeah.
1 to 10 in the chat for us. Just do that, because then I'll know. We're gonna share an RC sale with you, all right? And I want you to type in 1 to 10 in the chat. You know, like.
Or if you're watching this afterwards,
how excited?
Just leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
Say, yeah, that was so exciting.
How excited do you feel
Oh, no,
when
it
I show
wasn't.
you this next item? These are
Yeah.
the kind of things we sell. All right. Let's see. Have we given everyone a chance to take that in? Let me have a little sip. Someone made a comment about my hair, I think. Let me go back to it. Question: has anyone left feedback to a non-paying buyer? Says Paul. I only leave feedback when they
No.
leave me feedback. I think someone said
Karen
something
is
about
also
hair.
asking, are we doing Vlogmas? No.
We don't do
We
Vlogmas.
don't do it, so I'm not
I don't know
gonna
why.
commit to doing
Yeah,
it.
I might try, but I don't know.
Well,
Does it have to be Christmassy related?
I don't know.
Like when you do it, I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah. I can't remember. Someone else said something about hair. I don't know. Are you two okay? Are you two doing Vlogmas? Yeah. All hobbies cost money. That's very true. 1 is that you don't feel any excitement at all. 10, it excites you to see this sale as a reseller.
Yeah, there we go.
Do a live poll. You can't do that in here, can you? Not that I know of. Anyway,
Not
let's
that
go.
we know of.
Let's
Right, we're
share.
going to do it. Okay, we're going to share this sale.
This is the kind of thing we sell quite regularly, guys.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, how excited are you? You are looking at a screw set here
Yeah,
for
this is what we sell.
This is the kind of thing that sells quite regularly. People rebuilding their engines, rebuilding their cars.
And so they need...
Yeah. -1. But look at the price, guys. We sold that for £9.90.
And the thing is, a lot of the stuff like this, I mean, this one doesn't show that we've got any more like in stock, but like normally we have, you know, a number of these and they just sell regularly. So
£9.
So this is what we sell.
This is why we've got Robert Walker with every home should have one. 10. Treasure Pirate gave it 12T. Thank you. That's quite a good number. Diane gives it a 0. Vintage Vandal 11. Stu 11. The thing is, this is a good reason why.
And this is why we're very picky about what sales we do share.
Yeah, because but this is, you know what? You could buy these screws in a hardware store. Okay, if you know the measurements, if you've got a caliper and you measure those screws, you could go to the hardware store and you could probably buy those for pennies. But you put it in a bag, which is an RC bag. It's £9. I've got something even better. Hold on.
Oh.
Well, not even better, but you know.
I don't know where he's going. I don't know what he's going to show either. Do I? Yeah. Okay, he's shouting. I do know what he's going to show.
So with
I know what you're going to show.
With RC, exactly 10. Why I love it, because I pay cheap stuff from Hobbyist like them that are you know what? I'd be excited selling a pack of screws for £9, says Richard. That's the thing. It's when RC is a pricey hobby, people who buy these have a screw loose?
Well, you'd hope not.
But RC is like that, guys. This is from the latest haul. This was one of the bags, and this is you can put rubber bands in.
No, you can't laugh at it. There we go. I mean, they have got a price tag on as $149.
But on eBay,
but they do sell.
These are selling on eBay for like £2 with £2 shipping, so £4 a bag. So you can get £4 for a bag of rubber bands, a small bag of rubber bands, and we've got a lot of them. Yeah, we have got tons. Which is crazy.
Yeah, we're not going to show that.
No, I'm not going to show it. Yeah. But yeah, just for rubber bands. So there we go. Sean says £1 to post that first class. Yeah, I don't post first class, Sean. We send second class. So it's 79 pence, and sometimes customers still get the stuff next day. But But yeah, rubber bands. You just put them in an RC packet and you'll be able to get £4 for those on eBay. It's just one of those things. Get them rubbers free from the postman, says Ryan. And Libel says, yeah. Yeah, look, I'll show you on the big screen because I didn't realise we weren't on the big screen. So, a bag of rubber bands, £4 on eBay. So it's just one of those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just reading. Sorry, I was just
Yeah.
reading. I was just replying to Treasure Pirate
Cool.
in my head. Exactly. It does pay the bills. It is easy to ship, and that's why we like selling what we sell. Although we really do like having the variety as well. We really, really do enjoy selling the RC. Hence why we bought more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the screws for, asked Ryan? God knows. I think they're just for like by the looks of it, I think they're for an engine to be mounted onto a chassis, and they'd be used to attach the muffler to the engine as well. They'd screw. So there we go.
World Events has got a question.
Yeah. World Event says, has anyone been affected by the Hermes bashing broadcast on the BBC? A couple of potential buyers have contacted me recently requesting me not to post with Hermes. We've not seen, I've not seen that, but we've had customers mention that to us before anyway. Sometimes you will get customers who just don't.
Yeah, I mean, we don't, you've just said that, haven't you?
Yeah.
That we don't really use Hermes
we
anymore.
don't use them, yeah.
But when we did, I mean, I remember being contacted by a customer saying they didn't want me to use Hermes, and I just turned around and said, well, they're my standard shipping, and that's what I'm going to be using. And because she said she's had problems before with them, and it was due to where they had left it.
Yeah.
So on the instructions, I believe I put a note on there saying that they could leave it because she was in an apartment building kind of thing, and they had a reception. So I put a note on it saying that they could leave it with the reception.
Can you put the packaging up really close so I can screenshot and print off some cardboard with a name on it?
But
yeah. Z, measure the screws now so you can make up your own kits when they sell out. I do this with some Mercedes parts. Very good idea, Tap Peddler. Exactly. If you've got a caliper and you can just measure the screws, you can get them for dirt cheap from a hardware store. And then, like you said, sell them like that. Some people do that with bearings as well, because RC cars use bearings, the better ones anyway. So people will find out what bearings go in these old RC cars where the manufacturers have stopped selling the bearing kits, and they create the right bearing kit and they sell them all day, every day. So that's another really good idea. So yeah, thanks for that, Tap Peddler. I appreciate it. John says, I'll go buy some rubber bands. So yeah, it's just crazy. Z wipes out a pack of what? No, I'm not even reading that. Heather says, you're more than welcome to talk. I can't mind read, but you're welcome to talk to me in your head bags.
It's so bad, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to like speak out in this situation. It's none of that.
I know.
Okay, we're gonna do a whole. God, we've been chatting like crazy. Right, we are gonna do some haul video. No, some haul stuff now. So this was stuff that was meant to be sharing in the thrift battle, but it's not gonna happen. So there we go. All right, let's just go down the chat quickly as well. I sold latex gloves once, Z, 300 boxes of them, made a ton of profit and paid some off the mortgage off, says Ryan. Good stuff, exactly. All my small packets are on Amazon, undercut everyone and still make profit thanks to the 90% closing sale from Homebase, says Sean. Right, that's why I love clothing, so easy to pack. When something from Grandma Shelf sells, I groan, hating the fact that I have to wrap some more. Yeah. Lately I've given some thought to having both Royal and Hermes postage options to give the buyer a choice. Choice is always a good thing. Yeah, choice is always a good thing.
Yeah.
To be fair, you know what we're doing? We've just got ours on like other 48-hour service,
Yeah.
and that when we put it on other, it just allows us to use, like whatever service we
like,
need to.
Like it's not making us stick to one
Yeah.
thing or the other.
Yeah. Stu Mandry says, my first Saturday job was with a bearing company. Unbelievable markup even back then. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. You know, if you make up the sets, you can do really well. Shazad says, I love selling RC parts because the margins are great. Yeah, we love selling them, Shazad.
Yeah, we do.
Shazad also sells RC.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
You don't.
But there you go. Right. Let's get on to some haul stuff, right? Let me just. Do you want to grab that there, hon?
Oh,
Yeah.
what is it?
That thing there, right there, next
I've got
to the.
move. I'm stuck in here.
Well, you.
This thing.
Yeah. There we go. Right.
Oh.
This is quite a cool pickup. A football. Picked this up for £1. So really pleased with this. It's just a regular football. It needs cleaning, but what caught my eye was that it's a Polo Sport football, Ralph Lauren Polo Sport. So branded football. Paid £1 in the US. These seem to sell for about the $30 to $40 mark. So I don't know what we'd get, but maybe 20-25 quid we can hope for. So that's a pretty cool little item.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing that we were gonna share. So what do you guys think? That's pretty cool. I think show us the jazz, says Ryan. I don't sell RC, but I think I will now, says Personal Skits. DBG says, hey. Yola's in the chat as well, I think. I'm not sure. I think I saw someone say Yola, but I'm not sure. Okay, Lord Ahab says, sold a hand-winding mechanical watch to Hong Kong and then DPD returned it, saying they couldn't send batteries. That's annoying. Yeah, posh football, says Heather. I know, right? Crazy. I didn't realise. It must have come with some perfume or something, you know, like, it must have been like a gift box thing, you know, like with some aftershave or something. So a little soccer ball, you know. Lol, make a digi-friend real, I like it, says Ryan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because Southwest sellers Castaway Frenzy.
Paint a face on it and call it right. Very funny, very funny. Yeah, it won't fit in an envelope, but I thought it was worth picking up.
No.
So that was one of the things I picked up. I don't know if I've already shared with you the have I shared the grill? I think I have. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
No.
Huh?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Bought this as well. No, I think I've shared this. I'm not sure. It's a Land Rover grill. We paid £5 for. So, just put that somewhere here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we paid a £5 for that. That was a really nice pickup. Land Rover grill. Should get about 100 for it, I reckon. But I'm sure we shared that yesterday. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. I've not seen a grill, says Ryan. Yeah, he's seen it then, that means. Then, another thing we picked up, this is really cool. This is really cool. This is one of my favourite pickups. Paid £5 for this. And it is a Lumi Arabica. This is worth looking out for, guys. This is a SAD and energy light. So basically it's like a table lamp. Yes, Mary Death says you showed us. I said in America that's a wall hanging. Yeah. Wow, nicking car parts recently, hence the shaves. Very funny. Put the grill on the Honda, instant upgrade. Put it on the wall, says DBG. But this is really cool. Seen it before. I think you called it a bumper last time, says Freddie.
Did you call it a bumper?
I don't know what I called it. Maybe. But this is worth looking out for. It's a SAD light. It stands for seasonal affective disorder, and it's where some people get really affected by the weather. Like today was a good example of that. Today was incredibly grey. Like, it's not always about the rain, isn't it? It's just like it was so grey today.
Yeah,
it was depressing, really depressing. And some people benefit from having like a bright light. So this cost me £10. But these sell on eBay regularly, very quickly, for about the £60 mark. So there we are. Yeah, seasonal affective disorder, that's right. If for the winter blues, as it were. I need an SAD light, bloody hell, need another another WC just for you two. What? Another WC? I don't get that. I don't know what you mean by that, Karen, but okay. SAD sold another diff. So we paid 10, we should get 60 for that all day long, I think. I sold a small SAD lamp last week for 30, says Jason. Oh, cool. Yeah, this brand is pretty good, I think. Arabica, the Lumi Arabica. If you check it out, so if you check it out, it sells regularly. On Amazon, it sells for even more money, but obviously I can't send it to Amazon. Well, I could, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm restricted or not. But you can. Some people have achieved like 70 with it, etc. So it is what it is. Oh, okay. Oh, WC's working capital. Okay. Lack of light and vitamin D from the sun, says Karen. Yeah. Nick says lack of sunlight, very common disorder. So yeah, I was really happy that 10 to 60 should be. Not sure. Open a business account really easy to open. Plus you get some average weight. You're talking about Royal Mail account there, Shazad. Yep, I get even grumpier when there's no sunlight, says Heather. It's always grey up north. Not true, Julian. Not true. We are not having that myth being peddled. You get some beautiful mornings up here. Blue sky. Yeah. You can see into the distance. It's epic.
But it does go a bit grey.
It can be grey. Like today was horrible. Yeah,
but there was some really gorgeous weather as well.
John B says, I sold an 05 plate Land Rover Grill for £230, and he's further down. He says, "You're moving to real car parts now, lol." No, not real car parts. It was there, so we bought it. You know, it was one of those things. It was there, we bought it. I can't remember what else I was gonna share. I think those were the pickups I wanted to share. That was it, really.
No, there was something else to share on the Fresh Battle Bar.
No, there were a couple other things. No, they've seen them, the video games and the cameras and stuff like that, so they've seen those. So those were a couple of cool pickups that we're pretty happy about. It's also great for needlework, says Libelle the Light, especially cross-stitching and embroidery. You can see the colours in proper daylight. Very good point. We dry up like a slug in heat without the rain here, says Welshman Starley. Anything above Watford is north for me, says Julian. Yeah, a lot of people from the south feel the same way, and we used to feel like that too, to be honest, didn't we? Anything above Watford, yeah. Anything outside of the M25 was like, what? Yeah. Okay. I have a Royal Mail franking machine. My own post office, £2.72 for second class, says Personal Skits. Okay. You know what? Considering how much mail we're sending, I might look into that now. I'm not sure. It's great up north and you get more for your money. Very true, Jason. We love it. We love it. We absolutely love it. You can buy sunlight from Beck and Zaheer, Death by Clemens. What? Right. So a haul of 3 items, you can do better. Petrol RC. Okay, Karen, just to clarify, when you say petrol RCs tend to be like 5th scale machines where they use 2-stroke engines. Do you mean nitro fuel? That's more common, where you get the smaller size. Ones. Because most people, when they say petrol, they actually mean nitro. Petrol cars are available, but they tend to cost a lot of money, and they tend to be like that big. Like, like the boat I shared with you guys, that's petrol. So just to clarify that. Use franking machines that write first and second on the postage area, says Dave. Lord Ahab says there's a good RC shop near Southport in the north in Thornby. Oh, Formby. That's like, I think we've been there. I'm not sure, but I don't think we've been to the RC shop. Have we been to Formby or driven through it? I don't know. I'm making it up probably.
I don't know where I am half the time.
Yeah, we don't even know where we are. Question: what is your best sale of the month for November? Says Marilyn. I honestly can't answer that because I can't remember. Probably the knitting machine. Yeah, we sold the knitting. Yeah,
well,
knitting,
that's my favourite.
That's my that's my favourite, hun.
Is it your favourite?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's my favourite too.
Oh.
It's my favourite. Yeah. Is my favourite as well. The knitting machine. We sold a massive mechanical knitting machine for £200 that we paid £5 for. Thanks to Rebecca. Okay, heck no, I don't know. Hubby thinks son will want one. Okay, for the son, it's going to be nitro. You're not going to buy your son a big 5th scale because they're huge and they're mega. When I say expensive, a new 5th scale car is going to cost you, even the cheap ones are going to be like 700, you know, like, yeah, 5th scale petrol cars are expensive. Nitro is probably what you're talking about. And for your first RC, I'll show you what I got anyway. Hold on. And I'll bring a boat out as well.
Yeah, he's gone off again.
Oh. Okay. Alright, yeah.
So,
I mean, these, I think this is so, yeah, this is still attached to the thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the only thing that's, what's up with this? This just needs a transmitter and receiver. That's all it needs. This just needs a transmitter and receiver, I think.
We'll have to have a look.
These, yeah.
We haven't checked these out yet.
Yeah. It looks to me to be new. If I'm honest with you, this is brand new. This is unused, which means you'd have to run the engine in, etc. So, okay. Yeah, this is brand new basically. I'll show you. There you go. There's the fuel tank. There's the engine. There's the air filter. So fuel lines, exhaust, battery box, servos. This looks to me to be completely yeah. It's 4-wheel drive. This is, and there's the body shell. Okay, yes, I think the only reason this was in this job lot because I think the guy had taken the transmitter and receiver out, but we can probably get you I think I've got transmitter and receivers that you could use.
So that wouldn't be a problem.
Oh gosh, there we go. So this is a 10th scale. Oh god. Get that in the hole. There you go, there you go. There you go. That's what it looks like when it's kind of, I think that's what it looks like. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. You can obviously make it sit lower. It's just because he's put the body.
Yeah.
What he's done is actually put the body pins there.
Yeah, I was going to say the pins are on the
thing. Yeah, you have to hit the body.
The shell
Yeah, it's just
actually
because it does sit down anyway. Okay, what question? A Vintage Vandal says that's born. Is it? Yeah, there you go. It looks much nicer with the body shell down on it. It's basically brand new, this thing. Just need to get a receiver sorted out for it and a transmitter, which most people like to buy their own anyway, because they like to get fancy ones.
Some people have their own as well.
Yeah, or some people have got their own transmitters already. Yeah, see that looks mean now. Look at that. That looks really mean on the. I won't take it. I'll take the flap down. There you go.
There you go.
It's pretty nice. That is. That's a 10th scale.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive. Let's see what the chat is saying. Wow. Formby has some great charity shops, says Robert Walker. Thank you for answering, says Marilyn's. No worries. Sales pitch incoming, says Southwest Sellers. Question: have you ever set up a stall at a specialist event with your RC stock, as real collectors will flock to these events? We have thought about going to events, but we don't have the correct stock.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, you'd want more of these types of things. You don't want I'm not going to turn up at a stall with old RC parts because, you know, it would be a logistical nightmare to transport, set up, and know where you've got a bunch. It would just not be worth the hassle. You'd want to go with ready to run cars like this. So something that someone can come along and go, look, isn't it pretty? Isn't it nice? It makes noises. It's super cool. And then, you know, that's it. Job done, sold. So when we get more and we are building up our inventory of it, yes, we may be. Yeah. But good question. Beck's show, I love it. The Beck's show, I love it, says Ryan. Okay. Bring a boat out as well. Yeah, I'm going to bring a boat. Beck, you run the show while your hubby is bashing with his toys. What's the miles per gallon on that car, says John.
No idea.
No idea. Makes me sick to think people have kept these cars boxed up for years. What sicko would do such a thing? Oh, gosh. Bex, turn the camera to your left about 6 inches. Like that. Like, look, you're look where it is. Look, you're.
Oh, it's because I keep moving.
Yeah, you're in pain, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mary Death Deal says that's beautiful. How much is that going for? If you were to buy this brand new, you're probably looking around the 120, 130 poundish mark. I think it could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, but this is like entry level brand.
Yeah.
But it's actually feature packed. It's actually got a 2-speed transmission on it, which is crazy, which means it will actually hit a second gear. Most cars only have the single speed transmission, so to have a 2-speed transmission, 4-wheel drive, pretty good. Okay. Shazad says, I'm looking for some RCZ. What would you recommend? Shazad, for your pockets, I'd say go and get a big 5th scale low C5T. That is what you should get. It'll cost you about 1,500 quid maybe, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
But you'd have to have the space to run it as well.
Big low C5T is what you want.
Yeah.
5th scale beast. You can get them a lot cheaper than 1,500 as well. That's the new one. You can get them on eBay for a lot less money. So there we go. Price drop 15. Cool, it's an RC car. I really don't know what looking at, says Karen. I do military fairs, says this person. Call yourselves retro RCZ, says Dave. Maybe, don't know. Moving the camera was to get Z out of the shot. Very funny. Blimey, who pays that for a epoxy car, says Nick. Beck's got glazed eyes again.
I know. The thing is, do you know what? As much as, like, I wouldn't say I get bored of it. There's one thing kind of selling it, but I don't really have an interest in it. So when you start talking all like, you know, this, that and the other about what it has, I'm just like...
Yeah, but you got to talk about the 4-wheel drive, the independent suspension, the aluminium chassis. You got to talk about these things.
That's where he loses me completely.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't like RC, says Shazad. And Nick says, I've got a real car in the drive. Does that make me cool? I think so. Got to go, guys. The annual late toy show is about to start.
Oh, thanks for
What's
joining
that?
us.
The annual late toy show? The late toy show?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know what it is. Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Question, Z. Have you ever been to the car boot in Preston on Manchester Road, says Jason?
No.
Don't know where it is, so no.
No, probably not.
No. Zaheer, don't the engines get awfully hot? What's the danger of the body shell melting? The shells aren't made of the kind of plastic that should melt. And also most people will sometimes put cutouts in the bodies. There's no cutout on here, but you could put a cutout on the top. You could cut a hole out and do that. But yes, the engines do get very hot. You do have to keep an eye on them. Petrol cars are honestly, nitro cars, engine cars like this are a lot of hassle. So I will be honest and say that, because when you buy this, you're going to have to run a few tanks of fuel through it while it's just sitting around to break the engine in. And then you've got to maintain it as well. Every time you run it, you're going to have to put after run oil in it. You're going to have to make sure that it's cleaned. Because obviously you can get fuel places, dirt will stick to the fuel. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
personally, for a lot of people, electric is better. Nitro engine cars are fun, but they do get very loud, they get very hot, so you got to think where you're going to run them. You got to think about the noise, because the noise is there, and you got to think about the maintenance aspect.
Yeah.
If you don't like getting your hands dirty, you're better off with an electric. So that's what I'd say. I was there's no Starly. I was out fairly early last night, but still winning the league. I was talking about the poker. I also have a 1-scale RC car in the drive, says Southwest Sellers. Question, what's the plans for this weekend? Full of work or play? Bit of both, Ryan.
Bit of both.
Yeah. Bex just loves seeing him happy with his toy. Question for Bex asks you, when he's testing playing with the cars, does he make racing car noises?
Yeah.
I have the new X4 landing in about 2 weeks, says Shazad. The new... I'd love a new car. Wow.
Very nice.
Wow. My real car used to overheat. It's fine now since I cut a big hole in the bonnet. Claire says falling into a coma.
Oh, no. You and me both, Claire.
Fudge husband wanting a bulldog sounds more appealing. Karen, I'm being honest with you. A lot of people take nitro cars on, they use them, and then that's it. And that's when people like me buy them for really cheap.
Yeah.
I'll give you another example.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah, there is, yeah.
You know.
So, you know, this has barely been used. This is a truggy. It's missing its shell, but something's happened with the engine because there's more moving parts in nitro as well. So there's more to go wrong. I'm not trying to put you off. I'm not trying to put you off buying it, but it's very involved. I would say for a lot of people, electric RC is a lot better than nitro, and there are people that are zealots and will be like, oh no, only nitro, electrics, all this kind of jazz. You get all these kind of people and everything, don't you?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. How fast can he go in 60 seconds, says Marilyn's. It's a pretty fast car. Okay, used to have a bathroom tap that sounded like an F1 engine. The Range Rover Sports is coming in March. Oh, see, that is a car. I love Range Rover, like the high spec edition and stuff. Yeah, I think he's just going through a midlife crisis, says Karen. I'm out, says Mary Death Deals. Have fun, guys. Lord Ahab says, do they still need a glow starter? Yes, you still need a glow starter. You still need to buy fuel, battery. Yeah, you still need all that malarkey. QVC people, don't say these negative sides to a product. Respect the sales pitch. That's right. I'm just trying to help because they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to kind of get into, is it? It is a lot of hard
you only
work,
do it if you love doing it.
I think that's what I was trying to say about RC earlier. It's like the people that do it must really love it because you are constantly kind of tweaking or fixing something.
I forgot to mention the best part. You have to constantly tune the engine so it runs properly because they're very sensitive to temperature as well. So just because you had it running in the summer doesn't mean you're going to get it running in the autumn or the winter. You're going to have to tune the engine, which can be quite laborious for some people.
Yes.
Libel, yes, you're right. Absolute pain in the bum to maintain. A lot of things can go wrong. But that's people love that though.
That's why some people prefer like the electric cars because then they're not. Although they can still
you
get
still
damaged,
need to, there's less to go wrong because there's no there's no like messy fuel-filled fuel tanks and engines to worry about. So there we go. That's what I would say. Honda CRV with optional 4x4 when it wants to say you have hit the top Z. Range Rover. Very funny. Change the video title, how not to sell RC. No, I'm just being honest. That's all. I'm just being honest because there's a lot to it. Do you know what I mean? There is a lot to it. It's very involved. What? Yeah, it sounds worse than a normal car. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The big cars are easier. You know, the big fifth scale, the actual petrol ones with the lawnmower engines. Those are bulletproof. You can start them up all year round. You don't need to mess around with tuning. But those are only for the big fifth scale
They're really
cars that I was
massive.
talking about, the big expensive ones. Anything smaller is going to have a nitro engine. Nitro engines are a pain. That's a fact. You can just YouTube it. They can be a real pain. A lot of hard work. It's like I enjoy just cleaning and fixing them and making them run a little bit, and then I'll put it away. That's what I do sometimes, you know. But it's involved. It's very involved.
Yeah.
It is a pain. I personally would say get a fast oh, by the way, they're not as quick as electric either. So if you want speed, electric cars are faster.
Yeah.
So you'll get much better instant torque, instant speed with electric cars. Electric brushless. Look for a brushless RC car. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah.
My honest opinion. Get a brushless RC car. That's what I would say. But anyway.
But also with speed.
Speed means you're going to break stuff though,
You are
because
gonna break
they
it.
do go fast.
Yeah.
But it's a lot easier and cleaner to fix. Do you know what I mean? Like a you know, like check this out. That is wicked fast. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, be careful where you wave that.
And then I've got this one as well. This is smaller, but it's so cool. It's a truggy. That's a 14th scale. That's an 8th scale. These are electric. I like electric because they're quick.
I like
Yeah.
how they've made it to your shelf.
No, I've got loads of these.
Like that's
I've got
like a keep shelf.
this
or
is a
something.
keep. This yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. They've made it
Yeah. I'm
to the keep shelf.
I'm keeping these. But
there's,
I've got
there's no. Do you know what?
I've got loads of
Just
these.
because I'm not out here that often now, yeah. Like you can't just kind of whip these out when
Yeah,
we're
but-
doing a
no,
live
but
video and
I-
go, oh yeah, look at these that I've got.
Yeah, but we've got loads of these ones. So
Yeah.
this is my one.
These are this
This is my. Look, this one's broken.
Why
Look.
are you not telling me
Look,
about
yeah,
this
but it's
stuff?
broken. Look.
Yeah.
See? It's broken. I'm keeping the broken one.
Oh. Okay.
See?
Okay.
Yeah, broken. Look. Who's gonna want that? Look at that. Who's gonna want that body?
Oh gosh.
Broken body shell. Who's gonna buy that? It's my one. Can I keep it?
Well, it's made it to the keep shelf now, hasn't
Is it right? Yeah. So this, I've got loads of these. This is rapid. This can do like 40 miles an hour. Electric. They're brilliant. I like electric anyway. I feel clickbaited by eBay sales in the hall after I've seen 3 items. Karen, oh, that's so kind of you. There was no
Aw.
need to super chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for your advice, says Karen. Any help, I'm more than happy to give. I really do
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Where's the sales charts? Damn, I thought you were paying Z to stop talking us, he says Claire.
Oh dear.
Oh god. Hey guys, I'm selling a petrol car. Here is why not to buy it. That's why Bex needs these rubber things on her face. It's to protect her from Z's cars. Bex, change the title to RC chat number
Oh,
1.
no.
Lols, he's been rumbled domestic time. Oh, I'm forgiven, I think. Am I not? You got a problem?
No.
Are you sure? I can sell it if you want.
I just find it really funny that you only tell me these things when we're live because you think, oh, she'll behave. Her reaction will be so much, you know, so much better if I can kind of shock her when we're live.
Ryan says, broken shell 1 centimeters. I'm keeping it. You need space. Sell them.
I know, right?
I bet Z secretly sneaks downstairs in the early hours to break the good stuff.
Now I know what you're doing
would-
down here.
I wouldn't break it on purpose.
No, just accidentally.
I bet Z secretly. Oh god, that's a. Z
No,
went from
goodness.
0 to 5 in his collection real quick. Thinking the same
The
shit.
thing is, right, even with the stuff he's got on the shelf, every so often he goes, by the way, I am selling this. Like, really trying to convince me.
I've got
I'm not
loads of these.
convinced.
I've got like. I'm not going to keep the others, am I? I'm selling the others.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Or Truggy.
That's good.
Yeah. Bex will end you after the stream, says Starly. Question for you both. Have you already got your partner an Xmas present? Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
But, yeah.
We've got to think of...
We do.
Yeah. That's a good reminder, Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we are running out of time, actually.
Yeah, we are. We got to be careful. Yeah, so... Okay, what else? Do you guys want to see a boat before we call it a night?
Quickly, go.
Oh, is it? No, it's already been an hour and...
You said a boat. Okay, you can't then not show a boat.
It's not in the title that I'd show a boat, is it?
Yeah, but you said it at the start.
Do you want to see
That's like giving false information. Why would you do that?
Question, why don't you keep the ones with broken engines then, Z? Explain yourself. What do you mean?
Because he doesn't want those.
What do you mean I don't keep the ones with broken engines? I've got one with a broken engine, but I've...
No, he doesn't want those ones. He
What
doesn't want
broken
those
I don't
ones.
have a broken engine. Libel says £2 super chat. Thank you for the great laugh. Really
Aw,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
I'm
Really
glad
don't
you
have to do
enjoyed
that.
it. Okay. Let's make the whole 4 go on. Boat.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's go and get the boat. Should we just get a boat? I'll show you a boat. Let's see a boat.
Yeah, just watch out for the car.
Oh yeah.
Don't step on it, you'll break it even more. Yeah, that's true, Karen. Yeah, I suppose you do have to look at it that way. But I'm still not going to give him an easy time over it.
Oh man.
I don't know, Dave. I really don't know what I'm going to get him. And I'm not going to say on here either because he's sat next to me. But yeah, he's got way too much RC. It won't be RC.
What?
Yeah, I won't be buying RC.
Okay. This boat, I'm not sure how to take this out. This boat is still like in its box. Look at that boat. I can't show you it like properly because I don't want to take it out of the box. Look at that.
Oh, how can you not take that out of the box? That's really nice. I like
Isn't
that.
it, it might be the other one that I can take out. This one looks all sealed.
Have you not taken this one out?
No.
Oh no, you couldn't have.
No.
No, we have seen this one though.
Let me see. I might be in the other one I can take out because I've got a couple of these.
Oh, Nick, no. I don't think he would actually hit any RC with a sledgehammer. I couldn't see him doing it. His is probably more subtle, you know.
I was actually thinking
Nick
of
was offering you
a sledgehammer for the RC.
yeah.
Do you know what? I was honestly thinking of, you know, that one of the sealed games I got the other day. I was thinking of making a video of me like running like a circular saw through them. Not all of them, just one of them. Just to
There
see
you
what
go.
would happen.
So
Yeah,
this
That's nice.
this is really nice actually. This
Yeah.
like I don't know whether it's going to show off the wood like bit, but it looks really nice. Look at
Yeah. This is
Trying
again this is an electric boat.
that. Yeah.
Really nice. Look, it's got like a little interior. Beautiful. Look at that. Got a couple of these. Boat in the box, mine. Lol.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but this is this is a different one. This one was already opened. This one is missing a servo, but that's not a problem because, you know, that's easy to fix. Yeah, it's really easy to fix. The servo just screws in there and its job's a good one. So yeah, this is gonna go for good money. Something like this, you're probably looking at around the £150 mark. So
Yeah.
really nice. I'll put that over, I think, for now.
John B's asking what the most expensive RC is that we have. Don't know.
We don't have anything mega expensive.
Yeah.
We've got like a couple of boats which are like petrol ones, which are more expensive.
Yeah.
We've got like one which I don't know if we'll get it, but we probably will for the other one because the one that probably about 600-700 quid, something like that.
Probably. Karen's also asking, do you buy individual presents or like us, Last of the Romantics, we are getting something new like a TV.
That we need.
We have actually done that before, haven't
Yeah.
we? Rather than buying each other presents, we've ended up buying a TV or whatever it is that we wanted. But no, we don't tend to buy stuff for each other, so we're not particularly romantic when it comes to buying gifts for each other. So, yeah.
Just open the Gamesy and then scratch the F out of it. That would get some love, says Karen. I really would love to do that. It like just destroy like one of the really rare games.
Yeah.
Just because just to get some comments, it'll be funny. I think it would be amazing. I'd love to do it to like quite an expensive one though. You know, like I'd like to do it to like the Smash Brothers or something. Like get like a circular saw and just go right through it. All right. Did I hear Z says he's gonna cut up a game with a saw? What a guy. Seen real yachts like that one on Windermere, says Jason. And Libel says, do they do submarines of these boats? And if the answer is yes, what's the point? Yes, they do, Libel, and they're expensive. Thunder Tiger actually have a submarine.
Really?
Yeah. RC submarine. The last one that sold on eBay was about 600 to 700 quid, I think. So they're very expensive. They're quite niche. I don't know much about them, but yes, they do sell RC submarines.
Cool.
I'm guessing what the point is. I don't know really. Do you polish your Woodsy? It's very shiny, says Nick. I do look after it. I make sure it's good condition. This is personal skit, says I give myself a gift card. Is the wood on the boat just plastic with a wood finish pattern on it?
I think it's wood.
It's wood like veneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's not like real wood.
It's an injection molded hull, and then it's got like a wood cover, as it were. Nick would disown you, lol. Could be the end of a friendship. I don't think Nick would mind if I destroyed a video game. I don't think he'd be that bothered. Do you think?
I don't know.
You'd be more bothered.
Yeah, I think I probably would be more bothered, and also I think Tom would.
Tom might kill me. Yeah.
I think he would actually.
Tom might actually drive
up
up here to kill me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would.
I don't know. Do you have any radio controlled planes? At the moment, I think we've got a couple. I've not checked through them yet, so I don't know what they are or whatever. There's a couple. I've got a couple.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
We've overrun. By 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna call it a night, guys.
We are.
Really, really appreciate everybody hanging around with us.
Yes.
Talking and listening to us talk for ages.
And especially because it's RC.
Yeah, especially with the RC chat. But we've got so much RC. The hall is huge. I don't know. I wish I could show you more of it because I'm excited about it. But I think the rubber bands were pretty good.
Yeah, the
RC rubber bands.
Awesome part, that one is.
Yeah. Let me just show you them. No, I'm not going to show them. All right, guys. We're going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. And
bye. And then this is the part where we can't find the.
No,
stop button.
I've got the tab open like a pro. There you go.